So we picked up this Dark Charizard this weekend. There's some stuff that we gotta take care of. I believe there's a little bit of mold on the back. So we'll start with the back. And then I believe we only need 2 more cards. And I believe they're both hollow trainers. And then Team Rocket set should be complete. So we just get a little Kurt's card spray here. Just cleaning off all that old mud and dirt. So you can see all those little spots are now gone. We typically just run it over top of everything, get it completely taken care of. And then I'm just gonna run it. Probably have to pull out a different one to get this stuff up here. So for that we use a more finer tip. Well, yeah, finer tip. A couple sprays. And then now we're gonna hopefully try to get rid of all this up top. I have noticed sometimes I'm not able to get this part off, so then we'll just resort to one layer of new finish over top to get that off. Because sometimes it's not actually dirt or grime, sometimes it's actually just an ink spot. So you gotta be careful about that too. Because I mean, there's already enough whitening at that top. We don't want to get too close. So yeah, we're just gonna try one little pass here. Let's see if we can't, because like I said, we don't want to do too much. Just one pass on the top here. And if it doesn't come off, then we're just gonna chalk it up to, it's gotta be actual ink. Yeah, we're not gonna go too much more. It looks like it's actual ink and it's starting to rip off the yellow. So we'll leave it the way that it is. Sometimes you just have to be careful. So there's 2 little spots down there that we'll pull off. And then now it should be binder ready until we can find a near mint one. Get all the little dust off, but yeah, so all the dirt and grime. So we got a little bit more left there we got to take care of. That's why you want to use good lighting too, so you can figure out what is left. And then we'll just take microfiber and then just dry it off, and that should get rid of any last residue. Nope, there's still, what is on there? What's up, y'all? My Easter was good. We did Easter yesterday. So that's why I got some time to just kind of jump on and do some card cleaning. We picked up some more cards yesterday. I really don't know what's on there. It could be a scuff mark. I'm guessing. I wonder if that's what it is. Only one way to find out. If it doesn't come off with this, then it's definitely a scuff mark. Because realistically, there's nothing that new finish can't get off. Yeah, so it's a scuff mark. But again, for what I paid for it, I'm not going to complain. Because it's a binder copy. Goes right into the last part here for Team Rocket. No, so it's actually Kurt's card spray. I honestly couldn't tell you what's in it, but I've used it on a lot of different stuff. Oops. There we go. So, just the last part that we needed for that part, so we got all the dark, so we're just missing the 2 trainer hollows left. But other than that, Team Rocket is complete. And pretty soon I'll get Team Rocket's own binder too, because we have all the first editions in there. And then one of my favorite cards, the Dark Raichu. But no, so to get the dirt and grime and stuff off, this is what I'm using. So I use Kurt's card spray. And then these are just basically makeup remover pads that you can get on Walmart. Honestly, it's up to you. You just gotta think of your favorite Pokemon and what you're into. So this will be the new card that we'll start cleaning. Although, it's hard to tell. Sometimes the light really... Let's see if I can get a different angle on it. There we go. So now it's kind of hard with the light here. You can tell though, there's a lot of scratches in this hollow foil. There we go. Down here as well. Oh, there we go. So yeah, we're gonna take care of that right now with some new finish and a Q-tip. This is what I always use on all my stuff. And it's not a paste. It's nothing like that. It's basically, I mean, it's car polish. It's the tiniest micro abrasion you can get. And so it just evens out the hollow. So that's what you're always going to see discoloration that pops off of it. Right now I am cleaning Raichu, getting all the scratches out, bring back the shine of the hollow. There's going to be, let's see if I can get them again. I mean, it's pretty much clean now. I can't even see it off the camera too. There's going to be tiny, tiny scratches. I'll probably have to do one more layer. I can faintly see one up there. There's one lawn scratch that runs down right here. So we'll have to go after that one here. But after that, should be pretty good. And then we should just be able to throw some polish on it and be done for this one. So this was a quick one. So this is what I like to do. I like to go out, find scratched hollows, cards like that I know that I can clean up for my PC, and then throw them in there. And then obviously I have a bunch of people that'll send me cards for their PC. Like right now I'm working on a Gold Star Mew that was badly creased and damaged, and it's probably going to take about 3 sessions to get all the creases out. But I mean, after the first session we were able to minimize a lot of it. I'll show you that here in a second. Yeah, it's popping now. And then you just want to make sure you get all the residue off. Yeah, all the residue is now off. And now that Raichu is really shining. Which if you really wanted to, the last thing that you could do, where did I put it? You could throw some polish on it. That'd be the very, very last thing to do. So we got Kurt's card polish. Just kind of run the applicator around, break up some polish for you here. And then just throw a good amount on the top. And then just make sure to always find a good, clean section. And basically all we're doing here is just making sure it takes off all the last of the residue. And then that's what you're left with. Beautiful hollow Raichu. Can't see any more scratches. Residue is all off now. That's how you can turn, beat up cards into beautiful binder cards. Because, I don't really care too much about the back if there's a lot of whitening and stuff like that. Because obviously you can see there's whitening. So as long as the front's looking good, that's all that really matters. No, that's worn down. I can't fix that. So that's what I end up doing for master sets. I find good front copies until I can find, actual near mint copies, and then I'll trade up for the near mint. Oh, I just noticed we got some stuff down at the bottom. I don't know how I missed that on the Raichu. A lot of time it's just dirt and grime, or what they like to call cardboard mold. And then just push along the sides, make sure that you're keeping it the way that it should be. And then just like that, all that dirt and grime and mold is gone off the bottom. So, but yeah, that's Raichu. Beautiful card. But yeah, I'll show you because I wanted to start session 2. So right now we got the Gold Star Mew. So we're about to throw this in the humidor. So we're working on. It's really hard. There we go. So these were way more bubbled and prevalent. You could see. So we've been hitting this with the thermal pen after put it in the humidor. You can see this one runs along. There's another one that's pretty much gone already. So this is just after one session. So we'll throw it back in the humidor, then run the thermal pen along that side, and we should be able to get that back to smooth. But yeah, my buddy gave this one to me for free to try out. And what's crazy is when I first started, like all these creases that I showed you, like if I didn't hit the angles right, you guys would never even know that it's there. They used to be so prevalent where I didn't have to hit angles. I could just show you the card and it was so bad. Like it was popping up over here. You could see this one. This one actually used to be going this way as well. So yeah, it's going to take a lot of work, but I mean, if we can get a lot of that out, I'll be very amazed. Even if we can get it down to, minimalistic. So we're going to throw that in there. Right now it's at about 75%. What's in this one? Oh yeah. And then the other one that we're also working on is a first edition Erica's Dragonair, which we're going to throw that in the humidor as well, along with Lieutenant Surge's Electabuzz. This one was almost worse than what. So this right here was 10 times worse than the Mew. I'm thinking maybe 1.5 more sessions and we should be able to get this one to disappear. I mean, I got before and after pictures, so I'll show you how bad it was. The only part that I'm worried about is the crease along the hollow foil. Sometimes that's the hardest part to get out. But other than that, we're getting closer and closer to getting those out of there. And then after that, so basically what I always do is we work on the creases, we get those out, and then once we get those out, then we'll actually start working on the hollow and clean that up. So we're going to throw that in the humidor as well. Let that bathe in some moisture. And then I'm going to end up throwing this one in there too. So this one I picked up for very cheap. And these I mean, these creases are very minimal. So I would expect these to pretty much be gone after one session of the humidor and one session of flattening. I mean, good amount of hollow scratches too. I guess there's some dimples up there. Let me exit out. I'm just going to take a few screenshots here because I don't know if I took pictures of all the creases. So we'll throw this one in there too. Hopefully, depending on how long we go here, we might actually pull those out and start working on them a little bit. So if we go a couple hours, typically I like to leave them in for at least 24 hours. But this card I'm excited to work on. We picked this up for very, very cheap. I mean, yes, there's dimples and everything in there, but I have a feeling one session should be able to get that all flat again. Those scratches shouldn't be too hard. Too hard to get out. Although there is some major scratching on the front that has me a little worried because the hollow started to come through. But we're just gonna run this over the top here. Make sure it's clean from any dirt and gunk, and that's the other thing. You never know where people store their cards, how they stored them, especially when they come to you like this. And then we'll start work. There's really, honestly, not much to do on this. Although when we do the new finish, it actually might be able to lift some of these scratches off, and then we're gonna clean up the sides. And then we'll throw this in the humidor as well. See if we can't level out a lot of those bumps that you saw on the back. It almost looks like like the card was dropped outside on asphalt, and then someone stepped on it. That's kind of what it looks like. It was stored with pebbles or stepped on, and there's little pebble marks. So let's do a couple layers here. See if we can I mean, it's definitely 100 times better already. But it's just, yeah, I mean, a lot of those are indentations. Like all this right here is all indentations. So we're going to have to throw that in the humidor and then flatten out and then to get them back to where they were. That's the only part that kind of sucks about indents and creases and stuff like that. It's not a quick process, you know. It's minimum 24 hours. Sometimes you can get, I mean, depending on the severity of it, like if it was just a little nick in the hollow foil, sometimes that's very quick to just take your thermal pen and run it over. So yeah, well, I appreciate it, man. If you're being sincere. I've had some people that are always sarcastic and stuff, so. But we'll throw this one in there as well. Right now I have two that are flattening out right now. So I got a Brock from Gym Heroes, and then I have what's the other one that's flattening? Drawing a blank on that one. This one I cleaned yesterday, so this one I picked up very cheap again. Had a lot of scratches into it. Still has some, which we're gonna do probably. We're gonna do one more layer, and then I think we're gonna stop there because we don't want to go. That's the other thing. You don't want to do too many layers because then you're getting to the very edge of the hollow layer, and then you'll start to see wear marks. So we're just gonna go one more over this one, and then typically we'll leave it sit for months before looking at it again to see if we should do one last cleaning. So I'm using New Finish. I use a variety of products, let's put it that way. New Finish for me, though, has worked the best for hollow scratches because it's the tiniest of abrasions. Yeah, see that? Those top ones are they're too deep. You don't want, and that's the other thing. So there's no guaranteed fix for everything. So like all this, these are just so deep that you can only do so much. Because once it gets to a point like this, if you keep applying and applying and applying, you're getting down to the very edge of the hollow, and then you have to be careful. I mean, I'm just looking at it closely. I'll do one more, but after that, I'm not going to go another layer because I think I've already gotten as much as I possibly can without ruining it. And that's the other thing. A lot of times you're not going to be able to see all these scratches in person unless if you hit it under the right light. Because a lot of this that I'm doing, they're all for binder collections. So it's always, you do what you can, and then you put it in the binder, and then you just leave it that way. If you happen to get into a trade or you end up finding a near mint that's better than what your binder was, that's where you just flip it and then you end up either selling this one or trading this one off. I mean, it got a decent amount, but yeah, you can just see how deep those ones are. But I have some other ones that you'll be able to see the actual difference. Like another one that I just did, if you guys haven't checked out my Instagram, so I pulled up, these are the two that I just did. So I did a Lugia, and I did Team Rocket Returns Scyther. This Lugia was really bad. But again, there's just, you can't get out print lines. And then when they get too deep, like those are like cuts into the hollow foil, you just won't be able to remove that. But I mean, the difference between what it was to what it is now, like, come on. I'm telling you, if you go check out my Instagram and see the befores and afters, it brings back cards how they should be. This one is, I mean, the way he sent it to me before, there really weren't too many scratches. All the scratches were right here. Here, there's a kind of a deep one here. And then one running along here. Now you can't even see them anymore. So I was able to get all those ones out because they just weren't deep cuts. And now you have a card that if he wanted to, he could send it in. I mean, there is some whitening, but this card, it's one of my favorite cards from Team Rocket Returns. Just a insane sweet card. Yeah, but the liquid that I use, it's new finish. You can get it at any Walmart, any Target, Dollar General. Then obviously Kurt's stuff, you got to go on Kurt's website to get those. Let's see. I picked this up a little while ago. Vileplume is in my top 10 for favorites. So we're going to see if we can't get some of these ones out. You can see a lot of those scratches. A lot of these scratches inside. This one, it's going to be too deep, I already know, to get it out fully. But as long as we can work some of it out, that's all that matters to me. And bring it back to being shiny. Plus there's a nice little fat swirl on the bottom of this card. I think these were some of the best reverse hollows that Pokemon ever created. The Southern Islands. Although Crystal Guardians, some of those ones were nice too. Oh, actually, that's a little deep. We might be able to. You're going to see a little streakiness for now. Typically, once I am done on cards like this, I'll throw the polish on top. And then it gets rid of any streaks left. And then I'm going to switch sides of the Q-tip because I don't want to do too many more on the same side here. You don't really need much either. That's what's nice about this. And realistically, you don't even have to do this. You could just put it onto the, what do you want to call it? You just put it onto the microfiber and apply it that way. Oh, that's 100 times better. And then we'll just take the the polish, and it should be able to get all the rust off. We're just gonna quickly run, since there's not much left on it. The sides weren't too bad, so. There's a little bit of dirt and grime up there, so we're just gonna run the rest over top like that. Perfect. Like I said, this is where we'll get the rest of this streakiness off. Take some card polish. Run that over top. I'm actually gonna grab a completely different rag now. That card came out beautiful now. We almost got rid of that huge cut too in the middle. Most of the scratching is out. There's some deeper ones up there. But the way that this card shines now, insane. I love these reverse hollows. Some of the best ones, in my opinion. Just gonna run one more layer over. Now she's beautiful. Man, I love these Southern Island hollows. But yeah, man, I mean, it's that easy to do. Quick and easy. These are just some other ones that I picked up this weekend. Just went with some full arts from the black and white and XY era. Can't really fix those right now, because most of it's just whitening. Oh, that's another good one to do. I'm just looking at some hollows here. Oh, Sylveon definitely. And then we're gonna probably pull out my promo binder. So this is best way to look at it. I mean, you see all those scratches. We're gonna do our best to try to get a lot of them out. Some of them I can already tell they're way too deep. we'll see what we can do here. So there's still some scratches in the top. I almost feel like I have to use a different towel for some reason. It's almost like this microfiber is scratching it, which I know it's not, but it's leaving a weird streaking pattern that's normally not there. Oh, that's weird. That is weird. They basically left the same marks as what the towel was. Huh. Yeah, that's strange, but I feel like these Cosmo hollows, though, like they're not like the old ones. It's like they dry weird. But a lot of times when you see streaks like that, you just put some card polish up over top. And it gets rid of all that streakiness. That one's just going to be too deep to pull out, but now it's just a normal hollow again. Beautiful. There was... there was a card that I was just looking at not too long ago. This one, there's a few scratches in there. I wish I would have started doing this, like going live a while ago. So that's when I was doing my whole PC binder. Like I was cleaning my Zards. All of them. They must be using... I wonder if they're using a different hollow. Different hollow film. I know a lot of people are probably like, why would I waste time and product on this? But sometimes when you don't have any more cards to clean, You gotta look to see what you have right in front of you. Oh. Yeah, we got some residue that's left over. There we go. That one is good. Shines a little better. Sylveon. And sometimes these cards don't really even need to be cleaned or polished. But just when you do it though, it brings back the shine. And that's what I'm more fascinated by, is bringing the original hollow shine. Because sometimes, like, I can already tell on the Sylveon, sometimes it just, the longer it sits in certain places and if they're not taken care of, see how the Cosmo now is popping? Before it was more like a doll. So when you do that, it helps bring out the hollow again. Which is another reason why I'll start cleaning a lot of this stuff too. Especially with some of my promos. Because they get left alone, they get scratched. There's not really that shine anymore. So I'll jump in and clean them. Let's see if I can figure out which binder it was. There's some hollows that I was thinking about cleaning. I believe it was Pop Series. Oh yeah. This Lottis is kind of beat, but you guys will see what I'm talking about. These are the cards that I love doing because the transformation is 10 times better and more satisfying. Even though whoa, I just realized YouTube zooms in a lot, even when I'm zoomed out. Let's see what you guys, okay. So you guys can see, obviously we got some dirt and grime up there. If I turn it to the side, like you can see how cloudy and scratched up all this hollow is. So just watch carefully how just one or two passes can get rid of a lot of that stuff and bring back the shine. I mean, cards like this, again, there's only so much you can do. But it's still fun to just show you what happens. So that's just one pass. I mean, that's insane. All the gunk is off from the top. There is some gunk down here that we'll probably have to take care of. But I mean, the way that it shines now is absolutely insane. But yeah, I mean, it's just little things like that. Because even if the card is damaged, you can always improve a little bit to just make it look better in your binder. Um, Especially with like Pop Series cards, since they're a lot harder to get, a lot harder to pull. Um, and we were able to get all that gunk off here. I mean, if it wasn't creased, if it wasn't crease running up here, which we could always fix if we wanted to. Which we might. We might just see what we can do for it, but it's always fun on cards like that. Just to show it what you can do. I just gotta figure out where the other Pop Series card I was thinking of. I think I already did. Maybe I didn't do the Lugia. So we'll take care of the Lugia now. I thought I already cleaned this one, but I don't think I did. I think I just put it away. So obviously you guys can see a lot of those scratches on there. I tried. So yeah, we're gonna get rid of this one. Grab a new one here. I just love seeing that swirl too, right by its head. Just cover it a little bit here. Yeah, I definitely did not clean this one before. Oh man, that is beautiful. Oh. That card is gorgeous. Sorry, I always forget that it zooms in and so you can't always see everything. I gotta use another angle. That's just, yeah, that's insane. Throw some polish up over top of that. There we go. Just gotta wait to see how it... There, yeah. That's just insane. There's still a little bit of scratching, but the way that it shines is, I mean, 10 times better than what it was. That's why I love doing this stuff for cards, man. That's just awesome and bring it back to what it should be. There's a little creasing on the bottom. I was thinking about if I should use a thermal pen or just kind of leave it. I think I'll just leave it for now. Yeah, we cleaned the Ho-Oh already. We cleaned Pika. I think we cleaned Mudkip. I just love this card. Oh, yeah. So this is one card that I cleaned. That Swirl. That's just insane. We cleaned all those. Pretty sure we cleaned the Deoxys. Which one am I missing? Oh, I don't know if I cleaned Pidgeot. Yeah, I definitely didn't. Alright, so there's some gunk and stuff on there, so we'll clean Pidgeot real quick. We already cleaned Entei, Raikou. I think we cleaned Suicune. Yeah, we cleaned Suicune. Venusaur looks good. See if we did Taurus here. Yeah, Taurus looks good too. So yeah, it's just Pidgeot from Pop Series 2 that we haven't. Alright. Sorry, I know sometimes it might get a little boring. I just don't know what you guys want to see, how you want to see it. So I figured I would just jump on and see what everybody's up to. Do some cleaning. Get rid of that gunk on the side. And then just watch this swirl pop through like crazy on this card. Yeah, that is gorgeous. So we got rid of the gunk on the side. Come on. Dude, who's a sucker for swirls? I am. We got rid of all that gunk on the side, but that fat swirl in the middle. I'm a sucker for swirls. That's why I just think old school hollows are the best. That's just my opinion, but there's nothing like an old school hollow, man. Especially when you find one that has that fat swirl on it. Ooh. I forgot about this card. This will probably be one of the next ones that we'll end up doing in the humidor. Get rid of these creases down here. See if we can't bring this card back to life a little bit. Obviously there's a lot of whitening, so we can't do much for that, but we can get rid of that indentation up there. This little crease down here, there's 2 of them. So yeah, we'll try taking care of that at another time, just because I think I got like 4 cards sitting in the humidor right now. So we're just gonna go through, see if there's any other cards that I'm missing. I cleaned the Rayquaza already. I did the Call of Legends. I think we're good on that. Sorry, didn't mean to bump y'all. This is Heart Gold Soul Silver. Which, I mean, this is already a near main card, but we're just gonna, just because we don't know the last time it's been clean, how it was sitting, we're just gonna throw some polish on this. Not gonna do too much. I didn't see any scratches or anything like that, so. Don't think we need to do much to it. So we'll just do a quick card polish. This card is really bending a lot. That's the other thing, you gotta be careful with these older cards. We're gonna throw I'll quickly throw it in here before putting it back in the binder. It kept folding up too much, so. Just enough space. Let that sit in there for a little while. I don't know if I've... Yeah, that looks like scuff marks, so I think I have cleaned that prime. I for sure have not done my Lugias yet. So, today's gonna be the day. We haven't done the Heart Gold Soul Silver, Legendary Lugias, top and bottom half. So we're gonna do that now. You can see there's a lot of I mean, it shines, but there's so many scratches. There's some indentations. I can't complain, though, because I got this for free from a buddy of mine. So, we're going to do what we can. See if we can't get rid of a lot of this here. I hope they bring these cards back, to be honest. These are some of the sweetest cards I've ever seen. That's definitely a little better. I might have actually cleaned these ones already, now that I'm looking at it. Because the scratches that are in there, they look a little deep. So, but it doesn't hurt to give it another little breath of life. This is such a beautiful card. I don't even know how to really zoom out. I forgot how much they zoom in. YouTube does. But I think we're gonna throw some polish on this, wipe it off, and then call the top half good here. So beautiful. I wish I could show you guys like how actually insane doing some of this stuff does. I just know YouTube, and if I stream on TikTok, a lot of times you don't see it in 4K because they tend to lower the quality. But that card is insane. I'm definitely gonna keep those out to the side, take some pictures, throw that up on Instagram, and then, yep, now we get to this part. I feel like I might have cleaned this one. There's a lot of scratches in this bottom part of the hollow foil. But we'll see what we can do. Yeah. The collector in me is just going insane right now. The fact that I even have this card. Oh yeah, I did not clean this card before. I can already tell. Oh, it's so beautiful, man. There are some small indentations though in this card that I think we're gonna have to throw to the humidor, see if we can't flatten them out and get it even better. But I mean, again, I got this card for free, well, the top and bottom, for helping out a buddy of mine and getting him back into Pokemon. He said, why not? I got 7 sets of these. No, I'm not ruining it at all. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. This thing is... It's insane, all the little scratches I just got out of this card. I don't know if I want to do another layer. I don't think I'm going to. Trying to see. Yeah, we'll do one more layer, and then we'll polish it off and be done with it. I wish they had a... I know they won't, but I wish they had a Pikachu card like this. I would do so much to get that card. Man, this card is beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna have to... Once I finish up on the other 4 cards that are sitting in the humidor right now, we're gonna have to throw this one in there. See if we can't. There's just 2 tiny little indentations. They're not full on creases, so we're good. There's no cracking of the actual hollow. To get it back to the way that it was. That's just... This card. It's insane. Absolutely love it. I got some polish build-up here. And really protect it. Really bring out the original beauty in this card. Like I said, man, I wish you guys were up close and personal with this card like I am right now. The shine of this card is insane. I'm just gonna do the last little bit. And then, like I said, follow me on Instagram if you want to see the pictures of how this card is just glistening now. Just like it should be. Just like the first day it was pulled. That's how this should look. I'm just gonna slide these in, and once we're done with the live stream, I'll take a picture, top and bottom. No, that's a perfect fit. We don't want the perfect fits right now. We just want, there we go. Come on. I wish YouTube didn't zoom in so much. This card is just insane. All right, we'll keep those two out. We'll take a picture of them a little bit later. I wish these were the reverse hollows, but they're not. We got the Lugia. We got the Umbreon. Beautiful Steelix. I'm gonna have to go after all those now. I don't know if I know it's a little damaged, but I don't know if I actually really cleaned this one yet, so let's just do a quick layer. Quick layer over the hollow. There, yeah, that's better. You can see a lot of the shine coming back. Oh yeah, there's a lot of gunk on there. mean, I know the card is damaged, but damn. I just like making sure that it can shine again. I don't like the way that YouTube zooms in so far, so it's hard to know what you guys can see and what you can't see. Because I believe I'm zoomed out all the way, so. Alright. Oh yeah, we gotta pull Clefable. Pull it out of here. Throw that back in the binder. Alright, now we'll start looking at all the promos that I got. See if I haven't touched any of them yet. Might have to add more water in there. It's only at, I think, 65% humidity. These are all sealed. Just trying to find some cards now here to clean in the promo section. Doesn't look like we'd clean the carbine. Alright. Actually, I wonder. Just trying to get all the excess off. Take care of this little guy. Little carbine. Well, carnivine. I don't know why I keep saying carbine. Get this to pop as much as we can here. Oh, that got rid of a lot of the tiny scratches in there. And then just a quick little polish over the hollow. Make sure we got no more polish on there. There we go. It's very hard to get this one to really shine. Well, I shouldn't say really shine, but for the hollow to really pop out. It's one of those dark hollows. I think if they would have done maybe like some purple in the background to help it pop. See if I can't find another. I don't think we need to clean this one, but I'm gonna take a look at that quick. Take it a little closely, because we know we're actually gonna probably try to fix that side. Because, so if you guys remember, I pulled this out of the Generations box. And so now that I know kind of how to fix cards, actually, you know what? We'll do it on here. Where'd my... Here it is. All right. Let's work on this here. You guys can see what I'm talking about right here. Right there. We got the edge of it is popping up. So we're gonna do what we can to get that to lay back down. But realistically, we're probably gonna have to might have to put it in the humidor to really soften it up. Now we're gonna have to clean and polish the front. Yeah, that indentation's just ridiculous. Yeah, we're gonna have to put it in the humidor to really get that bend down. I mean, we got it a little bit, but you can still see the indentation on it. So we'll have to do what we can. Yeah, I believe that's going to be the only way we can really get it out. because you got to loosen it up, and then it should be able to fold down. I mean, it's definitely better, but you can still see it, and you don't want to overdo it. I've learned the hard way on that. If you overdo it, you'll end up cracking it, and then you'll always see it, so you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with the heat pen, with the thermal pen, not to crack it. Alright, we'll throw that back in there for now, because we have too many bacon in the humidor to do much for it right now. So now we gotta find some more for you guys. I mean, it was this one was near mint. There's really nothing to do on it. I notice a little bit of residue. A little bit of residue left on it. And then we just want to polish it to get all that taken care of. Trying to get this black and white promo. I mean, there's, again, I think it's just going to be a polish. It's pretty much perfect already. These black and white promos are absolutely gorgeous. This saw something tiny on it. I wish it was more near mint. Send it in, but it's alright. I love promo cards. Let's see if we can't. Yeah, we got the Glaceon here, which I feel like I did clean these, but I'm noticing the scratching on it. I actually might go live on TikTok for a little while. It's been a while since I've jumped on there. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hop off here. We've been on for an hour and a half. I'm gonna hop over on TikTok, go live for there for a little while. But yeah, appreciate everybody being here.